everyone, it's Paul, and welcome to another coaster review. Last time we talked about Kumba Busch Gardens Tampa in the review series, but today we're going to be reviewing Georgia Mountain Coaster in Helen, Georgia. I will give out the history about the ride experience, and then I'll just explain my overall thoughts about the coaster, so let's get started with the video. Georgia Mountain Coaster opened to the public on May 18, 2019 as Wyton's Generation 1 Outline Coaster, located in downtown Helen as Georgia's first mountain coaster. Georgia Mountain Coaster reaches speeds up to 28 miles per hour or 45 kilometers per hour. Georgia Mountain Coaster is 1 mile in length or 1,600 meters in length and offers riders an exhilarating ride with multiple helixes, twists, while they make down the mountain. If you're unfamiliar with what a mountain coaster is, a mountain coaster or outline coaster essentially uses gravity powered by its natural terrain by providing riders either multiple lifts or just one big lift up down the mountain. Then you experience a downhill ride experience, which many of them have where you can control your general speed of the ride, and it's pretty much an exhilarating ride experience. Georgia Mountain Coaster costs around $16 for adults, $13 for 7 to 12 year olds, and $6 for 3 to 6 year olds. My first experience of Georgia Mountain Coaster was on June 5th, 2022. I drove from Atlanta to Helen, which was only about an hour drive. It was a very scenic drive. If you're unfamiliar with Helen, it's basically a small but very touristy town, themed to a German town in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's right off the Chattahoochee River. It's in North Georgia, and the coaster is right in the heart of Helen. And my first impression is that the coaster building itself is beautifully themed. The staff is super friendly, and when I got there, it had a little bit of a line, maybe about like a 10-minute wait. But my experience was the lift was super scenic. It provided beautiful views of like nature. It was super relaxing. But the actual ride experience is really great. Buttery smooth, like average wagon things. It's great laterals, a few pops of airtime, but it is very short. Like very short. I purchased 2 rides on it, which was very expensive. The second ride was pretty much the same as the first. I definitely say it's definitely one of Wagon's best coasters, which isn't really saying much. But I mean, I just didn't like how it was generally short and it was expensive. But I think we'll give overall rating like 6 out of 10. This is pretty much a short explanation of my ride experience because there's really nothing much to it. But like I said, it's very short. It's expensive for the price. But I highly recommend going up to ride it at least once because I think it's definitely a great ride to experience. You know, just a credit. You can be like a credit, forget it. But I also recommend staying in Helen itself because it's a really awesome like day trip. They have beautiful towns and shops and restaurants and clubs. So if you're all into like drinking and whatnot, that's pretty much your place you will go. But I hope you guys like this review and check out my other reviews on my channel and stay tuned for more and subscribe for more, and peace.